So we can't give you a title race, but we can give you a combined 11 for Liverpool United.
Very, very smooth.
With some caveats. Like we did with the City one.
Yeah, so if you tuned in for the where Len was on with us, the City fan, we did, because it would be dominated by the opposition.
Full 11.
Yeah, so we've managed to agree on a goalkeeper.
Yep, we've gone with Tom Heaton.
Yeah, so Alisson's in net. So they've agreed on Alisson, and we've asked them to do 5 United players and 5 Liverpool players.
Yep.
So I have a feeling you'll probably have the same.
I don't.
Oh, you don't?
I
Right.
think we're a little bit different.
I think it'll be different.
I think I might surprise you, actually.
So
shall we go with yours first, Levi?
sure. So just for clarity as well, I've gone off form. And if I say form, let's say this season.
yeah,
That's what I mean. So
understandable, yeah.
any players that are currently injured at the time of recording, I've not considered. And then there's a couple of players in here that are maybe questionable, but as of right now, I picked them. And that's more on the United spectrum.
You've just got to put 5 and 5, haven't you? So it's understandable.
So obviously we've got Alisson in goal. I've got Trent at right back. So you can take that for all you guys that were giving us
That
stick.
guy
So
is
he's
not world class.
Remember, he is a world-class fullback.
He's my right back. My centre back pairing is Van Dijk and Maguire with Luke Shaw at left back. I've got my midfielders are Szoboszlai, Bruno and Scott McTominay. I've got Garnacho left wing, Salah right wing, Núñez striker.
So mine is different.
Good,
but
I actually agree with yours.
I don't think that's a horrible take.
No, I don't think that's too bad. The only issue is there's not a single defensive midfielder there.
Wait, who's your defence?
There isn't one.
No, I didn't pick one.
So you had Bruno, McTominay and who? Szoboszlai.
Szoboszlai.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus, that's getting
That's
mad.
wild.
But we don't have one I would pick, and they don't have one I would pick over the other players I wanted to
True.
put
No,
in.
so-
we both don't have a defensive mid.
So mine's slightly different, but I think I'm trying to make it work tactically.
As a team,
Yeah,
yeah.
tactically. So obviously Alisson is in goal. At left back, I've gone Luke Shaw. Left centre back, we've gone with Virgil van Dijk. With right centre back, Harry Maguire.
Yes.
Which I'll be very happy to hear. Right back, we've gone Trent, because you guys don't really have one.
No.
And then I've gone like a 4-3-3 with a defensive midfielder. So the defensive midfielder for me, not that he is actually a traditional 6, but I've gone with McAllister. He's smart in possession. He might not be that dominant, but I think based on what we have available between the two teams,
It's not great,
bet.
yeah.
No. So this is the hard one, because I'm trying to look at it from a Liverpool perspective. But I have McTominay and Bruno Fernandes in my midfield. So I don't know which one to have where, because we spoke previously about how Fernandes has been playing a bit deeper now and McTominay's a bit closer behind the striker. So I would probably have Bruno sitting like as an 8 and then have McTominay.
He's better in possession, isn't he?
Yeah,
Bruno?
being in more like those late runs in the box, I would have McTominay. But that would be my midfield 3. And then for my right winger, obviously Mo Salah. Striker, I'm going to go Højlund, and left wing, I'm going Darwin Núñez.
Oh, so you got Núñez in on left.
Yeah, I love Luis Diaz, and I really like Garnacho as well, to be fair. But I think Luis Diaz maybe isn't having the best season for obvious
Contributions
reasons.
and stuff. Yeah, and he's out
and
this-
stuff like that. Yeah. Whereas I think Núñez is just so effective from the left. He's really good. I think he's better through the middle, but through the left, I think he just... Yeah, he can be great. And he's got no Premier League goals with Højlund, but I've seen it in the Champions League, and I really do see the potential there in that player. I think if you get him firing and you actually give him the ball in positions where he's making the great runs, he'll get goals for you.
Yeah, but with your
He'd
wing...
get goals in that team.
I don't think so. With them wingers, he's not even getting any fucking goals in that.
Yeah, well, they'll deliver the ball to him.
I don't think
He
so.
doesn't get the ball delivered to him.
Trent's just going to be whipping it to him all
Most
game.
will fire it across the box for him.
I think about 50 a season.
Yeah, Trent probably, actually. 50. You've heard it here first. Jamie wants to sign Højlund for Liverpool.
Definitely
And
take
Scott
him.
McTominay.
I'm a huge McTominay fan. I've spoke about this plenty to you, Lev.
He's got the work ethic. He'd do a job in your team.
I don't agree with your teams where you've got Bruno deeper, though, because I think as soon as we have Bruno behind the striker, we're 10 times better. And you'll notice in the Liverpool game, when we don't have Bruno, that it's just going to go like we're not going to get any chances, honestly.
He fails to make an impact against Liverpool anyway. He's become a bit of a meme for them in a banter side of things, but he genuinely doesn't.
Yeah.
The only game I've seen him play well against you guys, I think, was a cup game. He scored a free kick.
Yeah.
And that was that.
Oh, yeah.
COVID anyway.
It was in the
I feel like there was no crowd.
No,
So
it was
does
in COVID, yeah.
So does that count? Do you
It
know
does
what I mean?
count.
Like,
We won a league title, so that definitely
it doesn't
counts. So
count.
don't
but
even
in
start
terms
playing
of
that one.
if you no, but I mean, if you analyse his effectiveness to play against Liverpool, and the fact his only good performance probably against you is with no crowd there.
Yeah, you've made me think of players who were really good during COVID, but then dropped off immediately after. I can't think.
Martial.
Martial probably
had his best season.
Calvert-Lewin, was he playing during COVID? Was he really?
Calvert-Lewin hasn't played for fucking 10 years.
Well, he's modelling, isn't he? So he's a bit busy.
Yeah, I see him on adverts all the time.
He's so bad. Like, I don't even like Calvert-Lewin.
His potential's actually really good.
He missed an absolute sitter the other day. He chested it and he went out of the stadium.
Skied it,
midweek.
It's terrible.
Well, they won.
Yeah, 3-0. Similar score to today's result at Old Trafford.
I thought both of those 11s were good. I think there's some of some in there that I think are nailed. Like to me, Robertson is better than Luke Shaw. He's also either injured or not playing, and I think he's past his best now at Liverpool.
Honestly, I'd still put Luke Shaw.
But Luke Shaw is great.
I'd put him above
right back is unquestionable. Virgil's obviously in. Salah's obviously in.
Both of your teams are getting ran over in midfield.
Yeah, but who are you going to put in?
No, that's what I mean.
There's nobody really.
I'd probably dig fucking.
You could play
Endo out.
You could play Casemiro.
Get Bajcetic out.
Well, yeah,
but he's not playing for us.
No,
and so it just doesn't really make sense.
If Casemiro's fit, would you put him there over McAllister?
I thought he was good last season.
I thought he was good last season.
This
season,
so you know what I would do?
Yeah,
so if we were going to do that, if I was going to have Casemiro in a DM, I'd have him there. I'd have McAllister on the left side, and then I'd have Bruno higher up.
So you want to have Szoboszlai in there?
But Tomley won't make it.
Would Szoboszlai not?
No.
I don't think
McAllister over Szoboszlai?
Yeah, for that role.
If injuries weren't...
I like Szoboszlai, but he's dropped off a little bit. The potential's there.
Okay.
I think if injuries weren't in it either, despite the good form, I think Maguire probably drops out for Martinez, does he not? Or with him playing the same side as Van Dijk.
If you had both in form, obviously. Last season's Martinez, you'd probably have Van Dijk
Martinez
and Martinez
also plays on the left.
Yeah, they both play the same.
You can play Maguire on the right.
It'd be very awkward to have a left-footed centre-back on the right side.
Whereas Maguire can do your job on that side. Yeah. It's at the height. You're scoring from every set piece.
Where did Van Dijk used to play for Southampton? Was it on the right?
Left.
Right, so you'd go Maguire anyway then, because you can't possibly fit Martinez there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah.
I would have had Joel Matip in at some point, but he's tore his ACL.
Thank God for that.
Like a dinosaur, he runs around the pitch.
He might be the best dribbler who's played centre back ever. I've never seen anything like it. He dances through teams.
He's one of them, like, you ever look at a team like maybe in Sunday League or even when you were in school, and they always used to carry the ball out and you just don't know how they do it because they just look.
They don't look. It's very unorthodox.
Yeah, it looks like they play like Wan-Bissaka, but then they just weird.
His out of context Twitter page is phenomenal.
Matip.
Just Joel Matip. Yeah, there's just so many moments of him pulling faces and doing little reactions.
He's actually very underrated.
For a free transfer, he's had a great career at Liverpool, and it generally does sadden me a little bit to think that he might never put the shirt on again for the.
Yeah, it's a shame.
Yeah. I saw a stat the other day. It was when Maguire won the Premier League. Was it Player of the Month?
I thought you were going to say Premier League. Definitely with United.
It's time, yeah. He's obviously going to stay now. He's the first player to win it since Vidic in 2009.
The first defender.
Yes, at United.
Virgil's not. Oh, at United. I was going to say Virgil.
United,
first defender for our club.
Yeah, it's since 2009.
Statistic, isn't it?
I think for us it was Ronaldo won several. Obviously, it's fan voted. He's going to win, even though he was doing great. De Gea won a few.
He's had a few, yeah.
Bruno's probably won a few.
Yeah, so, he probably has, yeah.
Because of Butchered explaining that. So Harry Maguire is the first Man United defender to win Premier League Player of the Month since Nemanja Vidic in January 2009.
That's a long time, isn't it? That was the last time you actually had decent.
When you say 2009, you don't actually think like it was that long ago, but it is.
In my head, 2018 was like last year.
Yeah, 2010 for me feels like 5 years ago, and it's actually 13.
Yeah, mad.
On a quick side note before we move on, I've noticed in the last few games that he's been playing Joe Gomez at right back.
Oh, mate, I hate him. I don't like him at all.
So I made a really bold claim, and I'm doing this purely for the entertainment value. At the start of last season, I said Joe Gomez was the best English defender that we've got. That quickly changed when I saw him play football
for England.
For out of all the England defenders available, I said he was the best one we've got. In terms of centre half, and he was dog shit for every single game, bar the City one. He was phenomenal against City. He was brilliant. But he has been playing more, and I do think he was brilliant today. When he came
right back, isn't it?
Right back. Yeah. He played left back in the week against Sheffield, which I don't like inverted fullbacks for me. I prefer the righties on the right side and left footers on the left side. But he does a job at right back. He's not Trent. He's not phenomenal, but defensively he's absolutely sound.
Trent's not phenomenal either.
Do you think
He's world class? It's completely different.
Do you think that's with a view to have Trent playing further forward or to integrate Gomez into the 11? Or is it two birds with one stone?
It's definitely to get Trent going forward.
Yeah, I do think that. And the worrying thing about that is that Liverpool did that today. They had Joe Gomez come on, have him at right back, which, again, like I said, played brilliantly today. Had Trent playing as for 6, and he just didn't get a touch of the ball. Hardly getting on it. Until they got a player sent off, he didn't get a touch of the ball.
I saw that
and
with England.
You wasted him.
He played a game with England and he didn't really influence the game as much as you'd want him to with the range of passing that he has.
Oh, he's phenomenal.
And I thought he just wasn't as effective as I expected, but I don't know how you facilitate that, which is presumably what they're trying to do with playing Gomez in right back.
Huff sent me this thing the other day, right? So it was Paul Scholes. Oh no, that was what I sent him. So he basically sent me something that like Trent's broke Paul Scholes' assist record like already in the Premier League.
That would make him very much better than Paul Scholes then.
That's what I mean. It's just the way you said that is obviously like sarcastic. Like you're using Scholes' name to get Trent higher. Like Scholes played so different. He was like controlling the game, whereas Trent, every time he picks the ball up, he wants to make the final pass to get an assist. So it's just completely like irrelevant. So I sent him a thing back saying,
don't play the same position for once.
That's what I mean. But like, why are they using Scholes' name to make him bigger? Like, we get Trent's really good.
Just people going for clout, aren't they?
Well,
that's what it is. It's like when you guys will probably say,
well, United do it as
Hoyland
well.
scored more goals in the Champions League than the whole Liverpool team this season. We're not in it.
Shall we tweet that out? That'll be good. No, so I sent him like Paul Scholes was 32 years old in 2006. He then went on to win 5 Premier Leagues, the Champions League, 3 finals in total, back to back.
Retired, came back.
2 League Cups and 4 Community Shields before retiring from football at the age of 39. So I sent him that back and say, let me know when Trent does that.
Well, he doesn't need to.
You might get a message. You might get a message from him in about 10 years. You never know.
Well,
you never
when
know.
Trent does it.
When Trent might be playing at like striker at that point.
Hats off.
Get him in. He's just.
I'll admit. I'll say like Trent is world class if he does that. Okay.
If he does that,
yeah,
that's a high standard, isn't it? So he's got to go into retirement, come back out of it. That's so specific.
Yeah. So that's what it takes to get world class status from me.
Wow. That's a lot.
How many players have that? Just
one. Just one.
Yeah.
He's the only world class player. Yeah. Messi doesn't even come into it.
He's not come out of retirement and come back.
He has actually internationally, and he won a World Cup. So does he?
Yeah.
Stinks.
Messi better than Ronaldo.
Ronaldo. Yeah, he is actually.
Stinks.
That's like one of the like we don't really disagree on many things, but we definitely disagree on like who's the best player.
Got that World Cup that they made him win last year.
Made him win.
Oh,
well, I've always said it, and I'm going to say it because I think this will be quite good and controversial. I've always said this. Suarez is close to Ronaldo than Ronaldo is to Messi. And that's all I'll say. I think Suarez, and that's some bias, I know, but he was phenomenal for Barca. He wasn't even that good for Liverpool. He was good, but
I loved watching.
He was never at the levels he
You scouse bastard.
Come on.
No, I'll explain that. No, I actually loved watching Suarez in the Premier League.
Yeah,
I'd kind of blanked it out of my head that it was for Liverpool at the time.